Hi, welcome to another MCI Methods video for shop methods. Today we're going to take a look at integration between shop methods and Epicor and creating a new estimate, finding the labor time, and actually ordering the parts. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting in our customer into our new estimate. We're going to just choose this Honda Civic. We're going to put in brake pads. We're going to search. Now you can search, you can browse, and you can also look for service, but we'll come back and look at those in a bit later. So we're going to search. So we've got front disc brake pads and rear disc brake pads. We're just going to pick front. It's going to show both of them anyway in our results. Now, depending on the car, it's going to and it may ask different questions about the vehicle. So we're going to say all-wheel disc, but it's not all-wheel drive. And then some of the parts, we're going to say four-wheel disc, and we're going to save those. Okay, so what comes up is actually the search results from Epicor uh, based on our search results. We had front disc brake pads, so it's showing us that here. So some of the information up here in the header is we have this supplier, and we've got three different suppliers we can choose from. Depending on what suppliers are going to depend upon your shop, who you've contracts with. Uh, but usually it's maybe three, four, five different shops, and you can pull this down and change between them, and it'll refresh the parts list in here. So what we see here is for front disc brake pads, we have our job labor list. These are all the different jobs that are associated with it. Description here, and we can select ones we want to do. So we're just going to do the front, both sides front, and we look across here. That's skill level B, and takes 1 hour. And for this shop methods customer, that's $65 an hour. So within shop methods, actually, let me back up. Within Epicor, there are going to be four different skill levels. There's going to be A, B, C, and D, and then within shop methods, we can take that Epicor skill level and match it with a labor code that you have. So A being more difficult, D being less difficult. So if you wanted to, you could say maybe an A level skill is maybe $80 an hour, while a D level skill is maybe $40 an hour. So just something to keep in mind. So we can choose our labor we want to do. We can also say, okay, we're going to overhaul the caliper too. That's an extra zero point 0.7 hours here. So when we copy all this back to our estimate, it's going to pull all this information over so you won't have to enter the labor codes, the hours, all of this information is going to be pulled up. So we can choose additional ones if we want. Then we can also look at the parts. So we can say these parts are available at our supplier at Eagle at market 031. This is just a test system. So, and they have 98 and 100 for the different parts. So you can see the different part number here. And you can actually click on this name here and it will pull up information about that part. You can dig down deeper into all kinds of stuff about the part. This is all supplied by Epicor. Okay, so we're gonna choose. Let's go ahead and go with this first one. Okay, so we got that. Then also here you also have a lot of technical information, like what type of brake fluid, um, thicknesses, types of measuring information that your technician will find very useful. So we can also do. It also shows us the brake pads for the rear, so we can say, let's just do rear two, and we can choose those rear pads too, and it's got the same information there. Okay, so we've selected our labor and our parts, and what we're going to do is just copy the estimate. So it's going to spin here for a second, and it's going to pull all that information back to our estimate. We'll put our mileage in there. Okay, so here we see Epicor B rate. Now, your shop can name that whatever you want. If one of those labor codes would have been a D or a C or an A, we would have had a different code. But here's the information being pulled back. We've got the hours. For some reason, if you want to adjust this, you think zero point 0.7 is a little less, you can put 0.75 in there, or you can put whatever you want in there. That's up to you. So we also have all the parts. Those are here. and whatever fees associated with it. Now, if you want to, you can also go and search the part catalog. So if we are doing something and we just need I don't know, maybe we need some belts over here. We can view parts. And so if we needed to, and it's just maybe an add-on part of some kind that may not have any labor, so we can choose this idler pulley. You can take a look at it. Okay, so we can copy that to the estimate. So that's going to pull that back onto our estimate. Takes a second here. So you can also see the red and the green tells you whether a part's available, and you can always switch between suppliers too. So here's our new pulley. Okay, so we've got that. Let's just go ahead and save this, and let's go create our job. And so we have a $379 estimate total here. Okay, that's running. So this is our job. It's being executed. So what we can do now is actually order these parts. And they will go out, and we can say order. So it's actually contacting the supplier of those parts, and it says they're ordered. And then it even gives, if you hover over the order status, you can see the tracking number. Okay? That does it for pretty much for the Epicor. That's a pretty good overview. We can complete this and then go create an invoice and bill that customer once the work is done. Let us know if you have any questions. We can go further. We're going to have some more videos that go a little more in depth into Epicor, but this is a good start.